One of my favorite comedians, Trevor Noah, said, "Change is terrifying, but changing is necessary if societies want to grow and become better." And if there's one thing that characterizes my journey in leading Bridges-PH, it's change. 5 years of it. It's natural to be afraid of change when we enjoy living in our comfort zones. But change can also be beautiful, which is exactly what I've come to realize in the last few years of running the platform. Before its establishment, I wasn't exactly in a good place in my life. Tragedy struck my marriage, and I now had to feed my 4 very young kids as a single parent. Having lived all my life within my own comfort zone, suddenly being left on my own felt overwhelming, to say the least. I felt helpless in my circumstance, and I didn't know how I was going to pull myself out of the figurative hole I found myself stuck in. All I knew was that I wanted to prove to myself that I could do whatever I set my mind to without leaning on anyone for help. To do that, I had to embrace change. At that time, I didn't exactly know what I was going to do for a living. I'll admit, it scared me. The thought of not being able to provide for the needs of my kids. However, I eventually came to an opportunity to get into an industry that, well, I initially didn't know much about: financial management. And it was all thanks to my good friend, Mrs. Yao, God rest her soul, who was the owner and directress of Mother Goose Nursery School, where all my kids finished their pre-primary studies. She was the one who got me involved with the school's newsletter and eventually got me into Sun Life's training program. When she found out that my marriage fell apart, she asked me to go see her. Like a mother who cared so much and believed in her daughter's potential, she advised me that this was the perfect time to get into the business, mostly because I needed the income. I guess she saw something in the quiet, timid me of old and said, yep, perhaps she could do well in this profession. If it weren't for her believing in me, despite my lack of confidence, I don't know where I would be today. So I agreed to join the training. It was free anyway. What did I have to lose, right? And of course, after the program, I went on to sell insurance, talking to people and asking them about their own needs in life. Admittedly, prior to actually doing all of this, I wasn't very comfortable talking to people. But again, I welcomed change. And eventually being able to connect with people on a deeper level became a valuable skill I developed.
One of the benefits that I've seen or personally experienced is really the management of the portfolio, because at a certain point in time, someone seasoned really has to take a look into things and remind you also of the dates that you have to turn over the investments and all that. Janet has really helped me on that. And apart from that, the second thing is not just apart from just managing it, is also peering into the future and providing foresight, and also letting me know what are the new things that we can take part of, new investments. And so she gives me first crack, first news on what's the latest, and it has really been good to take part of these new products that come into the financial market.
Going back to about the retirement savings plan, it's about probably Janet's foresight, understanding of our needs, that she came up with this proposal for our retirement savings plan. This was something that, as a businessman, um, you know, you're so busy, like just focusing on growing your business, that somehow planning for the future, particularly for the our employees, is not something that is foremost on top of my mind on a day-to-day basis. And she actually helped us see what we needed to see, and help us to be able to somehow realize that this is uh, something that's really important, particularly helping prepare for the future of our employees, and well, in effect, preparing for the future of our business also. As we build up our workforce, we needed to plan for their future as well.
What I love about Janet, or the company that she has, it's the after service. Kasi ang dami namang insurance, nag-offer ng insurance, nag-offer ng health plans, nag-offer ng, investment plans. But mahirap maghanap ng person that you could rely on when something happens. Okay, so when you need it, I think that's one of the reasons why we kept doing business with her. And again, the after service, she's easily reached. Even when she's not here, she replies to messages, to Vibers, to emails. She's very detailed. I think also one of the reasons is medyo meticuloso si Janet in some way. She understands what I need, what we all need, and she tries to come up with solutions even when I throw problems at her.
I would like to congratulate Bridges-PH and Janet for a good run of 5 years, and I wish you more years. I've been with Bridges-PH also for 5 years, and I'm very satisfied with the turnout of how I've worked with Janet and Bridges-PH.
Well, I would like to congratulate Janet, together with his team, Bridges.ph, and for the celebration of their 5th year anniversary. And indeed, I believe that it is because of your diligence and of your commitment to give an excellent service to your clients that you have come this far.
Congratulations. I know it wasn't an easy journey for you, but good job.